So I was browsing the internet one day and came across one of those sidebar ads that contained something that looked very familiar. And that was a Paracord keychain that I designed, now being sold on Temu, that Chinese website that sells copies of everything. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. So you'd think I'd be mad because after all I spent time designing it, thinking of it, filming the tutorial, and teaching thousands of people how to make it. But guess what? I'm actually not. But before I tell you why, I of course had to do the only reasonable thing I could think of. I ordered one. So now, while we wait for it to get here, let's go back for a bit about my original design and idea. If this is your first time here, my name is Tim and I create and craft things out of this amazing rope called Paracord, like bracelets, skill toys, and of course, keychains. And so the keychain in question is this one here, the Cobra Snake. So originally I wanted to create a keychain that had a loop on one end, kind of like a grab handle that was easy to hold and hang, and then I wanted it to transition in an interesting way to the keyring. So I combined two classic staple knots of the Paracord world with the handle loop being done with snake knots that lead to Cobra knots, also known as Solomon knots. It took a little bit of figuring out in my head to get the knots to end up in this setup, but hey, that's what we do here on this channel. So I'm sure you're probably thinking, well Tim, if I were in your position, I'd look at Temu and be like,
I'm gonna sue you out of existence.
Well, first of all, I don't have the money to do that, and Temu probably has infinite money. Second of all, suing a big conglomerate in a foreign country would be extremely difficult. And most importantly of all, as far as I know, you can't copyright knots. In fact, the snake knot and Cobra knots are knots that I obviously didn't even come up with. What I did was figure out how they can be rearranged to create that keychain. Which does bring me to my next point. In the paracord and knotting world, because you can't copyright knots, which, is a good thing, all of these projects are in essence for everyone to enjoy. Kind of like public domain. And don't get me wrong though, all the different bracelet patterns and designs out there do have authors. I've always done my best and given credit to the creator of that knot or concept. And I don't think I've ever knowingly or intentionally tried to steal someone else's idea and pass it off as my own. Also, I've seen people selling paracord crafts I've taught how to make on this channel that were my own original idea, like the Cobra Snake keychain, which I have nothing against as I've put this knowledge out there for people to use how they see fit. That being said though, if it was an original idea from my channel, I definitely wouldn't mind some credit. So all that being said though, the reason I said I'm not mad about this is because the whole point of this video, and actually my entire channel, has always been to inspire you all to create, to make something with your own hands. It's never been just about buying things. Sure, you do have to buy and invest in some materials to make these paracord crafts, but that's just the starting point. The end goal was to teach you all how to make your own bracelets, gear, and accessories out of this super versatile rope that is paracord. If my videos have inspired you to make, then I've already won and done my job. Sure, you can buy a keychain, but you can't buy the satisfaction of creating one. And trust me, I've bought a lot of stuff myself in this hyper-consumerist world we live in. But I've always appreciated the things that I've created myself so much more, as they give me a sense of pride of ownership. Which is why we sell a kit that comes with everything you need to make this keychain that comes with a tutorial from yours truly. And you can of course get that at paracordweavers.com. Now of course though, I'm sure you're all wondering how the Temu version stacks up against my own. Well, let's see if it's any good.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live!
Okay, here we go. Live unboxing. Don't really do this all that often, so let's hope it goes well. We're all good. We're all good.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Package is now here. Let's see what's inside. Got a bunch of other things in here as well, but may or may not be able to show those. We'll see. Big box in here. All right. Oh, I see it right away, so I can get rid of the other stuff. Ha-ha. There it is. Intriguing. Let's open her up. Where's mine? Oh, it's over here. Well, got a couple of my examples here. This is so weird, kind of surreal. Oh. Huh, okay. Well, yeah, it looks pretty much like the one I make. And it looks like they used the exact same method. However, they did the double cow hitch or double lark's head knot. Here, in my original one, I just bent the cords back, and that's how we attach the cobra knots. But in my new example, I kind of copied them because they copied me, so why not? But overall though, I mean, you know what? Let's just compare my latest version to their version. Yeah, I mean, they're the same, except for obviously the hardware they're using is a bit different, and also the quality of the paracord. That's where we definitely have them beat, because this is definitely Chinese-made paracord, and I don't know if you guys have experienced their cord before. It's not the best quality. It feels somewhat soft. It's at least not the really stiff polyester stuff. I think it's nylon. The texture of the outer sheathing is a lot, how can I describe it? It has like a slight, almost like a matte finish to it. The colors are all right. It feels lighter. Yeah, like, I don't know if you could tell. I can show you how floppy they are. This one, the Chinese cord is a lot floppier, so it's not as stiff, and it doesn't feel as sturdy and strong as the American-made 550, which is what we use and sell at Paracord Weavers and what I predominantly use for all my videos. But overall, as a paracord keychain, it's fine. The one, the Temu version's fine. Is it Temu or Temu? I'll just say Temu because I've been saying that the whole time. It's fine, it does stretch a bit. As you can see, the cobra knots do stretch. Well, that's a lot of stretch. Whereas the real stuff, the 550 here, US made, doesn't stretch as much. Okay, that's mine. Here's the China copy. It definitely does feel cheaper, as you can probably already tell. But you get what you pay for with a lot of these things. And if you want to pay for something that you didn't make and something that's okay, sure, you can get one. Why not? But there is a difference, and that's not the point of why we make these. But yeah, there is the copy. This is the copy of mine, and this is the original. Virtually identical, kind of. And that's my live reaction. Overall, it's fine, and they did a great job making this. Well, of course they did, because they learned from a great teacher. Anyhow, you know what, Temu? You can sell the finished product. I won't be mad. But what you can't buy and what they can't sell are the skills that you'll gain from making it yourself. And they definitely can't sell the pride you'll feel when someone asks you about that interesting keychain you have, and you can say, I made it. And just like in life, it's not about the stuff we acquired, it's about the relationships we developed along the way and the person we've become. So if you want to learn how to make your own Cobra Snake paracord keychain, you can check this video out.